Over $457,000
For 5
for
years.
5 years.
So it'd be a little less than 100,000 per year.
And that's to get a deputy in here for what, 40 hours a week?
Well, see, that's why I think it would be important that if we have a town hall and to have Andy here to talk to him, because, you know, he's, on this bid here that you gave us, this piece of paper, he's charging us for the car, the fuel. And, you know, we pay tax dollars to support the county. You know, we should not have to foot everything, and we're not even guaranteed if he's going to be here 40 hours a week. When we're paying Scott to be here, he gave us close to. But if we're gonna float a bond, we've got to guarantee the citizens that they're gonna be here 40 hours a week.
Right.
And we need to get, you know, we need to negotiate this, because why should we be paying vehicle expenses, fuel expenses, everything? I mean, we've got to get something from them.
We got a little bit taken last time. We were paying twice for something that we weren't getting once.
And it's important to find out the value of the house, because on a $150,000 house here in Lakeside at 80, it's $1,300.
No,
That-
you got your decimal wrong
This
there.
one's 132.
It'd be 130 bucks.
100.
Oh, thank goodness. I was gonna say, guys, most of the people can't afford $1,300.
Benny, you and he was next to you.
Benny Henry, ex-councilman from years back. We tried, when I was on the council, to get a police force here. And you can get grants from the Justice Department, the federal government, that for the first year, we'll pay 75% of that policeman's salary. The second year, they pay 50%. Third year, they take 25%. In order to get that, you have to guarantee them you would keep that officer for at least another 3 years.
We tried to do the county. We tried to do that through the
I
county.
applied for one too,
Yeah.
for the city. None of us got them.
But
It's called a
we
Cosgrave.
had that going, we had 3 policemen lined up. And North Bend was going to furnish the uniforms and a couple of patrol cars for them. And they get all of their gear, their pistols and all of that through the Justice Department, give them to them. And North Bend was going to be the dispatcher. Their police department agreed to do that. And it didn't fly, but it only failed by 74 votes.
Well, we can look at all that. I know we did try to get that. Charlie, we tried to get that through the county this time.
Yeah, we need to go to the federal justice department.
Would that make them city employees? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, it'd make them city employees, city cops.
So then we have the liability that goes along with that, that we would have to deal with too.
That's something we need to look into. We might be better off contacting with the North Bend or.
Well, it's something for you to look at. I've still got a lot of figures and paperwork on that from back when we went through it the last time. That's been,
Would you like to be involved in the committee to look at it?
sure. That's been 6 years ago, or maybe a little longer.
That's a good idea, if we could do that. Get some people looking at us.
When was that, Jim? It's been about 6 years ago, wasn't it? You were on the council. Sure. That's when Julie was there. It hadn't been 12 years.
Well, I think it's an issue that we definitely need to take a look at, because a lot of people are concerned now. You know, we had a little bit of what it was like to have.
But also what we were looking at, we were trying to put a permanent tax base in too, not a 5-year bond.
Yeah, I don't know if permanent tax base would go, but I think a
Like I
bond.
say, it only failed by 74 votes.
Yeah. Okay, Maddie, do you have something?
I just think you should think about the man. You need $90,000 a year. You're gonna have to tax people. I mean, you're gonna have to assess their homes, and it's not gonna be $134 a year. It's going to be closer to, it's gonna have to be, there's not 500 homes in Lakeside. If you need $90,000 a year to pay for this deputy, and all the rest of it, it's gonna be close to at least $2,000 per home.
No, no,
Think about it.
no, it's
Okay,
not.
how many houses are there in Lakeside?
There are a
500?
lot of houses.
700.
You just take the assessed value and
Okay.
divide it by the cost.
Fine, but it's still gonna be close
We
to.
can-
No, no.
Okay, well, do the math on it, because it's gonna be a lot more than $100. If I only had to pay $100, I would happily do that. I start gulping when I'm thinking 1,000 or
No, I
more.
don't think it'd be that much. I think it's still.
Yeah, it's in the $100+ range. It's not in the $1,000.
$100 a month, I mean, $100 a year for 750
For
houses
the assessed
is
value in this
75,
town.
is 75,000,
You take
is
more than,
$7,500.
you take more than the houses.
Yeah, you take the entire assessed value.
City,
The whole assessed value.
business lots, business properties,
Okay,
commercials, you
and I
know.
think you'll find it'll average out to be a lot
Well,
more
I don't know
than.
what the assessed value is.
That's why it's 88 cents.
That's what the.
That's why Charlie can find that out though from.
You find out how
Well,
much.
for the property that we have, I'm telling you, it's 88 cents per thousand is what it will cost you.
At 90,000 a year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Ben, we got 950 water that comes to town. Just 950 taxes.
But see, there's more taxable income than that, that's what Fred said. though.
Yeah.
That's just what
You
he
got it
said.
right there. Yes, Charlie.
Yeah.
You got the assessed value
It's
of
88
town.
cents per thousand.
But what is the assessed value? We can figure it out.
Actually, it's
Divide.
.8822.
Well, let's do the research if we
Yeah.
can. Let's
But
do some
before you
research.
start, yeah, look at how much
And
money.
We'll get some figures, and next council meeting, we'll try to set some town hall meetings if everybody agrees to it, and we'll just go from there on.
Right, we're not trying to make it pass tonight.
Yeah.
Mr. Mayor, you set up Gimme on a committee. I think we ought to give him time, he will come to the next council meeting, give him time to do his job if he wants to pick some other people before we start having town hall
Yeah.
meetings and decide whether we want to go this route or to go here or
Ed
where we
Harkins
want to go.
wanted to be on the committee too.
But,
Mark,
Ed Harkins.
but if I could, Mr. Mayor, that I think that as far as their committees go, that I think that's Lane's call. You know, that they.
Yeah, that's what she said. Let it
Yeah.
go.
So Benny, if you want to get hold of him.
This man,
set
you be
one
on the
up.
committee?
No, how much did we pay the county for the last contract annually? Wasn't it 50,000?
Yeah, something like that.
Pardon?
I thought it was 39.
I don't know.
Why can't we get that back?
Because we don't have the money in our budget.
Well, I mean, why don't we go for a bond on that?
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, that's a much more reasonable
These new
bond.
figures are what Andy provided.
I thought Matt, what?
I don't know what your name is, but anyway, it was 50-some thousand dollars.
Right.
And we ended up having to put out close to 76,000 last time we did that.
Well, that's better than 90.
Yeah, it really is.
See, this time he threw in the vehicles.
Oh, well, he's padding it.
Well, let's have Benny get some people and work with Elaine on it, get something going on it, and then we can have Andy, if we have a town hall meeting, have him come out and give us some information. Maybe you can get with the city administrator from North Bend, see what they can offer.
Yeah, they're discussing.
And go where we can go, and then we'll have some information. If you got something you can bring back to the next council meeting, then we'll get started on it. And work with Elaine. You know anybody else that'll work on it, Elaine, we'll get it going.
Well, with all the people that call you, have them get in contact with you.
Okay, I'll do it.
So they can contact Charlie.
Okey-doke.